Hi, and welcome back to Resin, Coffee, and Friends. So today I'm going to work on a blossom. I haven't had any luck with them. I always get the ink sinks down to the bottom. It's sticky, it doesn't cure. I don't know if you guys have had that problem or not. So I've already mixed my resin. I've deep bubbled it. I have a vacuum machine that vacuums out the bubbles, sucks out the bubbles. I'm waiting for the temperature to rise on my resin. In here, I've already tried to get some of the bubbles out. It's 81.7, almost 82 degrees. I need it to be about 73 degrees so that it doesn't sink and it doesn't, so it'll bloom, I guess is what they call it. So I have my white already mixed in here. It's pearl white, if you can see it, pearl white. And I've got it mixed in here. I put powder in the bottom of this with a little bit of alcohol, 99% alcohol. Mixed it up so that it's liquefied, and then added a little bit of the resin that I'm waiting for to get warmed up. Then I'm going to use, because see, here's some of the mistakes that I've done. The ink doesn't, it goes all the way down to the bottom and kind of just sits there. It doesn't cure, or it takes a long time after you pull it out. I had to pour extra over the top after you clean out the spots. So I'm going to use the same colors. So it's a purple and a blue. I don't remember the name of the brand, and it's all messed up. But these are just alcohol inks, and you shake them real good because they have a sediment down at the bottom that doesn't get mixed up. Then when I'm done with that, I have a mold here for Dominos. I'm going to do a little bit of, I'm going to try to do some Dominos. I tried using different inks. I got these at the Goodwill. It's for a printer. But I did use it in resin, and it cured. Nothing wrong with it. It all cured. So I only paid $3.99, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 inks. So I don't know. I think it was a good deal. If I'm making a huge mistake, I'm sure somebody will let me know that you can't use that or whatever. But I got some stuff when I set the domino mold over the top. So you want to make sure that there's no bubbles in this. They cling to the sides. That will inhibit, from what I'm told, because I haven't done very well at it, that'll inhibit the blooming process. It'll stop it in its tracks. It'll bloom all around it, but it won't bloom there. So I'll spray it. I think I'll take the temperature again and see. Ah, 76. It's warmer in the cups because I poured it out into here. Smaller area, cools off. So if I have any extra, I have some butterfly molds that I've done these before, and they worked pretty good. I made them into magnets. I guess if you pour them thin enough, you can make them into little necklaces or earrings. I have this baking mold, um, this little farmer thing. Here's the barn I showed you that I did with that other color. Uh, Here's how the pig turned out. Uh, Here's a chicken one. I've done a couple of these chickens. I'll show you one I have right here. Pardon my reach. Okay, here's the tractor one I did. I think I'll just make it a mold. I mean, not a mold. Goodness. Uh, a magnet. And then here's one of the chickens I've done. Uh, and I think that'll be a cute little scene on the refrigerator or whatever. So I'm gonna try to start making a video every day, but I doubt that I have that kind of time. I work with special needs kids, and by the time I'm home, I'm exhausted. Uh, so we're anxious, and I'm waiting still for this to warm up enough so that the ink doesn't drop to the bottom. But so I thought I'd start with the Dominos, and I decided to do red. I don't know why, but I tried this one time, and it was such a mess all over the place. I overfilled them all. So I'm using this really little pour silicone measuring cup to get a little bit at a time and just have a little more control over it. I think last time I tried it with a little Dixie cup, the little tiny ones, but didn't work very good for me. So doing this, and it seems to be working as long as I don't get over anxious. I get so anxious, I want to hurry up, get it done so I can get it unmolded and see what I've got. Too anxious, too much. When I'm done with this, I'll go back and try to dome each one a little bit. I think that's where my problem was, because I tried to dome each one before I moved on to the next one, and just got over full. I can see a couple of bubbles on the sides already. I hope I have enough. I'm sure I have enough resin. I just have to mix more color in it. Red Dominos. Oh well, it's not black and white. I think it'll be different. You know, something fun. I think I can paint the dots white or I don't know, red, white, and blue. Maybe that's it. I'll do white and blue for the dots. Let's see. Oh, it's getting slippery in my hand. I think this will keep me sidetracked enough so that I forget about the little blossom I'm trying to work on, the little blossom coaster. I like the colors, blue and purple together. I also liked the pink and yellow together. I think that turned out really good. So I'll lean more towards that the next time, maybe swirl it or something, mix two colors together. I don't know. We're getting ready for an art show at school, at work. So all the kids were painting with food coloring, and they put it on little coffee filters and then sprayed it with water, and oh, it was such a mess. But they had so much fun. They were laughing and they were having such a good time. I think I'm gonna have to scrape this out, and then I'm definitely gonna have to add more resin and the ink to get this done. So I hope that you guys all had a good weekend. Like I said, I spent the weekend here in my sunroom with all the windows. I have my windows open when I'm pouring resin, so I don't. I'm basically in the fresh air. Okay, I think it's time I need to pour some more of this in there. Let's see here. So have you guys looked at the different websites? Uh, Danica Pour. She has good colors in her mica powders, fairly cheap, but also into resin. They have really good molds, really good molds. I know that you can get some molds on Glitz and Glitter by Michelle. They make a lot of molds there. I think that's enough. Let's see if we can. I'm gonna have to stir in more coloring. I just took it off. That's a lot. Let's see. It's about the same as those there. Alright. Okay. Oh, I might have made a mistake here. Maybe put too much of that ink in. It might not cure this time. We'll have to see. If I made a mistake, I'm gonna be so upset. But it's only actually about maybe 3 ounces of resin, maybe 3.5. But it seems like it's awful thin. Maybe it'll take a couple more days for it to cure than just a couple of hours. This is, I'll show you in just a second. Casserole epoxy resin. I got the gallons. I had a tax refund. So I bought some stuff online. I think I got it at Amazon. I've tried different brands already. But you know what? I don't know enough about this yet to really notice a whole lot of difference. But I think it's only been like 2 or 3 different brands that I've tried. I do know that this second batch that I've got here has a lot more bubbles in this than there's enough. I have some more resin made up. We'll see. Of course, I make a mess. That's me. Should have said coffee resin, a mess with a bunch of friends. Let's see. Oops. I'm gonna clean this up before it got too much. I'm sure it's gonna stain my mold, but hopefully it won't stain it too badly. Come on, come on. Might have to grab a little bit more. I happen to have some. Just ready to go. Actually, I made up like six ounces of resin because I wanted to do the barnyard stuff also. So let me just grab this. Hey, see how that goes. Oh, it feels kind of warm. I'm gonna finish pouring these. I'll take the temperature on my coaster and see how that's coming. I just poured in a bunch of bubbles. Let's see here. Yep, I can see them as I'm pouring. Yeah, but I have enough this time. I always over pour or under pour. I haven't gotten the hang of that quite yet. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what problems you've had or what successes you've had. You know, you're not learning unless you're making mistakes. Best way to learn is from our mistakes. So nobody's perfect at first. I'll have to show you my very first projects. I tried making jewelry. One my husband got for me like 2 or 3 years ago, and I was so frustrated. I had no clue what I was doing. And of course, you know, I read the directions and didn't understand everything and poured the worst gobbledygook ever. But yeah, let's see. You know, I thought it was springtime too. It started to warm up here. And then all of a sudden we had little snow flurries. We're in Idaho. We had snow. This is April 13th. Snow flurries this last weekend. And boy, I'll tell you, I'm done with winter. I'm ready for the summer. Okay, there's that. I think I'm going to pour it in the barn little thing here. Spray this with alcohol. See if I can get some of those bubbles out. I don't know what this is. Let me get that out. There's something sticky right there. Well, okay. I think that. What's that? Okay. I have enough for the barnyard. Let's see, or at least the barn. Maybe not the barnyard, but the barn. See, perfect. Scoop it out. I'll move it over, and then, of course, I'm just gonna have to go for it. I'm tired of waiting. I don't have patience. Let's see, what kind of animal is red? Should I make a red horse? let's just make a mess. Yep, don't pick up your mold once you poured it. That's a bad idea. Oh, look at that there. I've got red in there already. Waited all this time just to ruin it, see? Learn from my mistakes. I'm going to just drag this over here out of the way. There, that works better. I got a little bit left I can do in here. Wow, that made a mess. I know you guys. Red. Oh, I think I'm going to put it right here. This. What the heck? What's that? Here. Okay, let's see here. Get it in there. It feels like it's getting worn. Put a little bit more in that one, I think. A little bit in this one. This one looks a little empty. Okay. I'm going to spray a little alcohol in there. A little bit in there. On my scraper. This up. I'll tell you guys. I'm just making a disaster mess. Okay, put that up. I'm gonna put this over here, out of the way. I'm gonna wipe this mess up. Oh, get it all over the place. Okay. Note to self: red resin is a mess. Don't like red resin. It's everywhere. Okay, it's cleaned up. Get rid of that. Rid of that. Darn hair. Sticking to me. Clean your stuff out, as soon as you can. I always try to clean it and then spray it again with the alcohol, front and back, and then I can just put it aside and come back to it. Please calm down. Yeah. Let's see if I can get this out. Let's see here. Probably not. It's at the bottom. Oh, maybe. Look at that. So I was watching a channel, and they said that it should be a honey consistency. Okay. I don't know. I guess it kind of feels like honey. Okay, well, let's get started. I don't know. See. Something in there. It must be working. I hate getting all sticky everywhere. Everywhere I touch, it's sticky. So let's see, one more. Surface. 73. more than ready. Yeah, it's hot. I gotta hurry up. Okay, well, let's try and see what happens. Okay, I'm gonna do the blue first. I'm gonna do a couple of drops. Hopefully it'll spread like it's supposed to. Bloom. But it probably is another mistake because it looks like it's just sinking. I have the worst luck with these guys. I don't know. I get too anxious. I want to go, you know. Like the one I need to use is over there, and it's more than warm enough. But as soon as I pour it in here, it will be, uh, it'll cool off. You know, it's just luck of my draw there. Okay. Here's my purple and my blue. Let's get these bubbles popped. Yeah. The blue is starting to spread a little bit, but I wonder if I came back later what it would be like. Let me see. Hang on just a second. Let me see if I can have another mold here. Try this one. I'll try this one while that one's maybe spreading a little bit. Let's see. But this one was warm enough. So once we pour it in here, it'll probably cool off a lot and be too cold. Let's see. Let's see here. Yeah, it's more than ready. Let's do this one. Can you see this one here? Okay, let's try this and see what we get, because this one's still hot. Let's try. See. And then let's do the purple. It was, it only needs to be like 93.5, I think, and it was 107. Okay, let's let that spread a little bit. I guess there's different designs you can do. As far as the bloom itself, put it way over there. You can draw a bloom, you know, like this, or you can do a swirl like this. I saw one, they just drew straight lines, diagonal, that way. But I think I want to try, they do it with piping. I don't want, I want little tiny lines. See how that turns out. Might be too much. I don't know. But it's definitely spreading. This one's going to turn out. I think my first one might be, it might turn out. That one, no good. But let's see. Okay, so I put the white in. So let's, oh, I know. I wanted to put the glitter in the middle. I think they do it now. Put it in the middle. Oh, glitter everywhere. Just do a little bit here in the middle. Okay. Now I'm going to draw the lines in, there, in from there, in from there, that way. Now I'll try out this way. And here, and here, and then swirl a little bit. Okay, let's see. And I was told don't use alcohol on it, but I want to get these bubbles out. Pop these bubbles. I'm going to also use my flame. Oh, there's a bubble down there. Let's see. Sticky. Gets the bubbles out. Pulls them up, I guess, heating it up. I wonder now if I sprayed the top of this with alcohol, if that would help it spread. This one. So I think that one's going to turn out pretty good. I hope. Let's try. What can it hurt, you know? I think that one's just a lost cause. I couldn't get it hot enough. Maybe. Oh, look. It started. Maybe it warmed it up just enough. It's just clear. Let's see if I can get it all out. Maybe it's warmed up just enough to make them blend a little bit. You can see now it's stringy. It's probably too much. But yeah, see, this is too hot. I just don't want it to cure in the cup, so let's see. I'm gonna put this in my sheet. Well, that's the secret, you guys, is to be patient. And I'm just not patient. When it comes to this, I'm patient any other time, but not so much. Where's my, here it is. Not when it comes to this. I guess I just need to learn. Patience is a virtue. Oh, jeez, Louise. Let's see. I need to get these cleaned up. But I don't see any more bubbles. Okay, now that, maybe. So let's try to... I don't want it to get all gloopy, but put the white in my sheep on top of the already curing hot resin. Swirl, I guess I'll swirl it a little bit so that it can be, oh, kind of white. Got a little pink in there from that red. I think that red is going to be everywhere for a while. Clean up my mess. I was going to wait to draw the bloom till maybe give that a little bit more time on my round one there. These look like little cells if you're into science. Okay, so I guess I can just, oops, yep. And in this way, in, God, we did too long, guys. Here, come out, out. Ooh, that's pretty. No. See how many I can do. Goodness. And then I'll just give it a little swirl. Let's see. Maybe. Can't be too bad now. There. Okay. Now we just have to sit and wait. So, stay tuned for part B. See you later. Have a good day. And remember, there's always help and there's always hope. So, talk to somebody if you're feeling down. And, there's always somebody that can relate. Things are not always permanent. If you're depressed, there's always somebody that you can talk to. So find your resources, local suicide hotlines, whatever. And, we're always here. All right. Have a great day, and we will see you for the unmolding. Thanks. Hi, and welcome to Resin Coffee and Friends. If you were watching yesterday, I poured these 2 molds, hoping that maybe I can get the bloom right. So I have a bad feeling that it didn't get that way, but we'll see. Let's see here. Let's get it off there. There it goes. Well, it has some bubbles, but there's no bad spots in it this time. You see? I don't know that, well, there's globs in it, but that one's not too bad. Okay, here's the one. Let's see how we did. Yeah, gloopy. See the ink in there? It didn't cure. So there's ink there, but an ink there. You guys see all that? This part, for the most part, is all done. It's just on the ends, the side of it that's gloopy. But I can go over it and just pour some resin over it. I did these off camera. They didn't turn out too badly on the top, which is actually the bottom, because here, gloopy again. I don't know what the word is that I'm looking for, but it's not cured. See, not too bad, but then uncured. And it's not a sinker white. It's not. But this one didn't turn out too badly. It's just soft. I guess it needs to cure some more. So maybe the white will cure a little bit more. So we can see what to do with those. I made these Dominos. I think before I unmold them, though, I'm going to pour a black resin. I'm going to back them in black. Some of them, none of them are really domed. I think there's enough room in each one, and they're hard enough to where I can pour over it. So I went to Hobby Lobby today, and I got a tray mold for $3.79. It's got the handles for the mold, this part up here. We mold the handles. I do this, and I was looking at this, and it looks like you could do lots of different things with it besides just the mold. So there's some possibilities. There's always possibilities. And I got this little one too. I think this was $2.49. Just little bows for when you have spare resin or extra resin. So that's what we did. I think I've got everything unmolded. I painted. Let's see, I'll show you what the ones I painted. Okay, if you remember, I had the tractor. So I painted the tractor, painted the barn. I'm going to make magnets out of these. I also poured the butterfly molds. So I have, not that one, I have these, and this one. See that? And then also these butterflies. So I was thinking maybe what I could do is make like a little sun catcher, like a wind chime, but with butterflies, and they're not chimey, they're just pretty. I think I might, I don't know, I was thinking it had the pink and the green in here. Could kind of do something like that and hang it. I don't know, maybe I should have done a green butterfly also. But I like the way this turned out. I used a little bit of pink glitter. That's, it was clear, just clear resin, pink glitter, and then this, it was with the glitters, but it's just different flowers and leaves, and it has these little sparkly things. I think it had a couple of little glitter type stuff in it, but I really like the way that turned out. Pretty pink. It had a couple of little air bubbles in it, but it turned out pretty good. I had a couple of extra chickens that I made. So here's a couple that I painted. Magnets. Let's see. Little pig that goes in the barnyard. I don't know. It needed something. I still don't know what else it needs, but I'm working on it. Okay, I have another barn I need to paint. More of a red color. I like that. And also I did a green tractor, but I guess I had some of this spilled in the mold. I knew I did. And so it's got this little, it's a working tractor, okay? They get dirty. All right. So that's what we've done today. I'm going to, like I said, I'm gonna pour some black to back this with it. I'll probably have a little extra to do in this mold. And then more tomorrow. All right. Thanks for stopping in. Have a good night.